Here we go.
Hey guys, Carolina Autos, Eric Sill here. Gonna do a little bit of a nighttime point of view drive for you guys. Got the camera focused on the gauges there. I don't know how long that guy's gonna last. The battery's kind of low, but might make it the whole 20 minutes. Heading out to a car meet here in Charlotte. It's up in the University area. I live down in South End, so this will kind of be a highway drive, but did want to talk to you guys for a minute. I know I haven't been uploading much. I've been going through a lot with work lately. I've been really busy, working like 60 hours a week. I had 3 college classes over the summer semester, so I'm done with that now. Also, I've kind of been enjoying, you know, the summer. I've been going out and, you know, drinking and stuff, having fun with all my friends. So try to get back on a somewhat kind of routine here with the channel. I know that probably set me back some subscriber goals and stuff, but hey, that was my choice, so we'll try to get it back on track. I also had a couple issues with the car, some steering issues in particular. Took the car to Hyundai several times, and just have a little bit of a wobble on the highway. I still have it, actually. It's still kind of an ongoing issue, but there's a guy on a bike in the middle of the road there. So I'm still having a bit of an issue. We think one of the wheels is bent, so I gotta take it back to Hyundai next week, my local dealership, and get them to look at the car again. But from about 55 to 70 miles an hour or so on the highway, especially when you're accelerating in like 4th gear or something, from 55 to 70 or so, there's a vibration in the steering wheel. It's pretty noticeable. So yeah, just trying to get that resolved. Been trying not to put a ton of miles on the car while I'm getting that resolved. But we do have a 24-hour mini rally coming up next weekend, I should say. I think we're gonna leave out Saturday afternoon, head up to DC, and be back down in North Carolina by 3 o'clock the next day. So there will be no stopping, other than for food and gas, of course. But no overnight stays. We will be driving for a day straight, so I will try to document as much of that as possible. Should be a bunch of neat cars doing all that. Looked like that guy was gonna stop. So I got the windows down in the car for you guys, at least until we get on the highway. It might be a little annoying. The GoPro actually does a pretty good job of ironing out some of the wind buffeting noise and stuff, but it's not perfect. Sorry, I know I keep adjusting the camera, but I'm just trying to get everything set like I want it. This mount on my head is kind of tight, I would say. So yeah, so we're going up to a car meet. I haven't met these guys before, but I saw on Facebook, on Charlotte Car Meets Facebook page, that they're having a little get together on Sunday night. So we're gonna go hang out with them for a bit. It's already 9:40. I was supposed to be there at 9:30. I'm gonna be there at 10 o'clock. So hopefully everybody's still there. But if not, you guys get to enjoy a little bit of driving, and yeah, that's that. But yeah, so no other issues with the car to report. Car still runs great. It's been pretty reliable. Hasn't really made a step wrong. I'm not sure what's going on with this intersection here. All right, let's punch it. Can't punch it too much. Everybody wants to drive slow. So they redid 77 here. Hopefully you guys can hear me over the wind noise. Actually, we'll go ahead and roll the windows up. So they just actually got through redoing the stretch of 77 through Charlotte, and man, let me tell you, A, they did a fantastic job paving the road, and B, they did it all at night without any interruption, any real interruption to traffic. They were out of there by morning rush hour and waited until after dark to start. Every night, and they did it in like 2 months. So whoever the project manager for that was deserves a pat on the back, and probably more jobs to do around the city, because not everything around here goes that smoothly for sure. Oh, looks like they might be still working on the other side over there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I see a bunch of trucks lined up, some cop lights. We'll actually slow down a bit here. There's usually, if there's something going on with a lot of cops involved, they're kind of, moving in and out and around that spot. So, not trying to get arrested tonight, or a massive speeding ticket. There's the city. If you guys can see, we're all lit up in purple today. I'm not sure why. Purple is Charlotte Hornet colors. Maybe the Hornets had something going on, or maybe just everybody felt like doing purple. I'm not sure. In the summer, it's kind of hard to see. Oh, there's a bit of uptown there. Hopefully you guys can see that. Charlotte's got a pretty skyline at nighttime. Individual behind me has no headlights on. I see just their, oh, maybe they have one headlight and only a running light on the other side. So yeah, so we'll try to get us back to some content. I've been holding off on doing any upgrades or anything to the car until we get the steering issue sorted out. So we should be able to get the channel back on some normal cadence here, especially with some of the stuff we got coming up and going into the fall. North Carolina is known to be a really beautiful state to drive around, especially in the fall. Up towards the mountains. What we got going on over here? I can tell if that guy looks like he's almost in the road. I don't know, he's off to the side of the road, but just barely. I'm running the AC here too. Thing that I really like about this Veloster N is how good of a cruiser it is. It's just comfortable to sit in, and it's a small car, but I'm 6'4", and I am comfortable as can be in here, and I don't even have the seat all the way back. Now I do like to sit pretty much bolt upright. I used to drive a single cab S10. I drove several of them for years, and just kind of got used to Just kind of got used to sitting pretty much bolt upright because that's your only option in a single cab truck. There's a lot of traffic out to be nearly 10 o'clock at night. I was gonna do a couple little pulls for you guys, but all I can see is like a million headlights in the rearview mirror, and you never know when one of them might be a cop. There's fourth gear. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this car is so composed. Like it's happiest when it's turning, especially aggressively. It loves it. It's not super fast in a straight line, but man, this thing is like a king on a back road or any kind of twisty road, especially if the pavement's kind of uneven and you're in custom with the suspension nice and set and soft. It just handles everything you throw at it. It's really hard to upset the balance of the car in a corner. And that really gives you a lot of confidence to drive it as fast and as hard as you would like to do. Looks like we got a Honda Civic in front of us. Can't tell. I see looks like an aftermarket exhaust up under the car. I can't hear anything over my exhaust, and the road noise of the Pirellis is pretty bad. But he might be headed to the same spot we are. Only one way to find out. People in their regular cars that drive like maniacs out here make me laugh. I got passed earlier today by a Toyota Corolla that was, I mean, he must have been doing 120 miles an hour just in the fast lane with the cruise control on, because he just disappeared into the distance. I was like, well, that's pretty bold. Guy in the Civic has decided he wanted to blast on up the road there. Well, we could do the same, but lots of traffic. Thinking about our exit here. 1.5 miles to go. Oh, I see the Civic moving back over. He might be going where we're going. Get up there to him real quick. this lane that we're in goes all the way up. Yep. I'll leave the camera rolling as I pull up to the car meet. I don't know how many people are going to be there. It looked like only a few, but you never know with these things. You know, people just show up. Like me, I didn't say I was coming. I just showing up. We'll see what everybody's reaction to the Veloster N is. Still behind the Civic, so I was right. It looks like, oh, they're from Tennessee. What the hell? It's a Civic Sport, I think. I can't see the back. I don't want to turn my brights on and blind the guy, but it looks like a Civic Sport hatchback. Those are actually really fast cars. I know they're only like a 1.5 liter turbo, but they make a tune for them, and you can just tune those things like right from the factory. You don't have to change out anything because Honda engineers everything so well. You can make about the Veloster N numbers with that little motor with just a tune, which is pretty friggin' wild. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be turning here. I think I need to go down a little bit. Looks like this is the right spot. Get the windows down again. I see a couple people here. Looks like about 4 maybe. There's a few people. All right, guys. Well, we'll wrap this up.